Alive to have a beautiful breath, nice big glass of water when you wake up, right? Comfy bed to wake up in. Um, so always feeling those really nice, good feels in the morning as soon as you wake up. So anyway, thanks for being here. I'm super grateful. And this is the start of Thanksgiving week, and Thanksgiving is going to look a little different this year, as we are all aware. And I know a majority of my people are coming to me from Colorado, where it seems to be going on a little bit of a lockdown again. And um, so I just wanted to take a moment and tell you that I am here with you. I'm here for you. And if you need to talk about something, if you need to get something off your chest, if you're experiencing a lot of anxiety in the moment, I encourage you to please reach out and please know that I'm always here for you. Um, these lockdowns they're tough, they're intense, and they can feel isolating. So please know that I am always here for you, no matter what the case is. And you can call me at any time of day. Send me an email, text, Facebook message, um, anything. So anyway, as we come up on Thanksgiving week, we always like to talk about gratitude, right? And things that we are grateful for in our life. And I think that this week is more important than ever to really identify the things that are important in our life, and not only the things that are important in our life, but the things that bring us joy, the things that teach us lessons, the things that teach us how to love ourselves, and the things that give us vitality or prana, life force, right? So this morning and this week, I encourage you to wake up in the morning, and rather than rolling over and checking your phone, or maybe getting up out of bed or going straight into chaos mode, I encourage you to wake up in the morning and first exclaim an affirmation. Jump out of bed and say something really positive for yourself. Maybe like, I am joy, I am love, I am grateful. And then the second thing that I'll ask you to do is think of just one thing that you are grateful for that morning. And so when I got on here today, I'm grateful for the bed that I woke up in this morning. I'm grateful for the air that I can breathe, glass of water that I can drink. And so these things are really, really simple, subtle activities that start to rewire and reprogram your brain, to start looking for the good in all things, focusing on the things that we do have versus the have-nots, which can bring us a little bit of pain or sorrow, right? And so again, this week leading up to a not so normal Thanksgiving, we may be longing for the things that we don't have. So what do you have? What is good? What does bring you joy? What brings you love? What brings you gratitude? Today, every day, this week. Yeah. So I hope you had enough time to go grab your yoga block. You can just set it off to the side for now. If you don't have a yoga block, that's okay. You can grab a towel, rolled up blanket. And also, if you don't have a yoga block, head over to our Cloud Studios page, and under the link section, you can purchase 2 blocks and a strap from Gaiam. And it's really solid stuff. So just to help aid in the practice. All right, yogis, let's go ahead and get started this morning. So let's find a comfortable seated position. You can come into crisscross applesauce. You can sit with your knees folded. You can also sit on your yoga block to prop your hips up a little bit higher than your knees. And just find the position that feels best for you. Allow your spine to sit up nice and tall. And you've been hearing me talk about this the last couple of weeks, that when we sit up really tall, we create an energetic shift inside the body. So before tuning in anywhere else, I want you to do that action of slumping down, letting your shoulders round up, and then maybe even inhaling, sit up tall. Exhale, let the body fully collapse and relax, and then inhale, lengthen, sit up tall. And last time here, exhale, let the body fully collapse. Maybe let the chin fall down towards the chest. Think of a doll running out of batteries. And then inhale, sit up nice and tall, draw the shoulders back, bring your chin parallel to the earth. And then let your eyes softly close here. And your palms can face up or down on the lap. Facing down signifies a grounding or calming energy of the mind. And facing up symbolizes an offering of energy or a receiving of energy. So just take a moment and tune in, ask yourself what you need today. Maybe as you straighten the spine, you'll notice that your breath starts to slow down. And this allows the body to take in a little bit more oxygen and to release a little bit more oxygen. And let all those small little tensions in your muscles slowly start to relax. And start to shift into your internal world. And on your next inhale, yogis, I'm going to ask that you invite your hands to heart center in prayer position, Anjali Mudra, thumbs coming against the chest, palms coming together. And take a moment, find 3 things that you are grateful for today. And if I can just offer one more thing of gratitude, I am so grateful for the internet, connecting us all over the world and being able to feel like I'm sitting virtually with you in class today. After you find your 3 things of gratitude, together we inhale through the nose, fill up, fill up, fill up, and big sigh through the mouth out, helping to fill the space of gratitude. And release those hands back down to the lap. Readjust the spine, sit up nice and tall. And then as you inhale, you're going to shrug your shoulders up towards your ears. And then really tighten all the muscles in the arms. Squeeze towards your rib cage. Big inhale. And then exhale, deep release. Let the shoulders relax. We'll do that 2 more times. Inhale, contract all the muscles. Squeeze up, up, and in. Nice and tight, nice and tight. Big inhale. Exhale, let the shoulders drop. And last time, inhale. Shrug the shoulders up. Big inhale, lengthen, 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 tighten, 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 and then a big exhale, release out. Go ahead and place your hands on the knees and start to take some circles here. Push the belly out and then round the spine back. Move in one direction to start. Make sure these circles are nice, big, and exaggerated. You can think of a little bit of like a wiggly cat-cow as you do this. Undulating through your spine, not worrying about how this looks, but maybe counting the number of times that you go around. This is my 5th time here. Good. And then let's switch the direction. So rounding spine back, wiggling through the body, just awakening the spine. Try to match the number. A little weirder on one side than the other. Good. And then pause here. Let's go ahead and take the arms up and over the head. Inhale. Big inhale. Open the chest. Exhale. Cactus the arms. Nice, easy back bend. Inhale. Reach the arms back above the head. Exhale. Take the hands out in front of you. Walk your hands out. Coming into a seated forward fold. Bring your forehead down to the mat. Ground your hips back to the earth. Stretch through the armpits, through the lats, through the fingertips. Stretch your spine, push your hips back, take a big breath in, and let it go. Inhale, walk your hands back. Awesome. Roll onto the knees, plant your hands, uncross your ankles, and come on up to your knees and shins. All right. So toes can be curled under here. You're going to take your right leg and extend it outward towards the side. So right toes point forward. Activate your foot by pushing your pinky toe down into the earth. Lift your kneecap up to engage your quadricep, and you should feel the muscles inside your thigh to fire up. Bring your right hand forward. facing the front of the mat. Inhale the left arm up and exhale, side bend to the right side, gate pose. Let your left shoulder draw back, opening the body. Really push into that right foot. You'll feel a little bit of length or a little bit of activation in the inner thigh muscle. Really open up through the side body. Left shoulder's drawing back, heart's opening. You can feel that left hip pushing out. Good. Take an inhale here. And then as we exhale, we're going to cartwheel our left hand down towards the earth. Right hand's going to tick top up. You can think 6 and 12 with the arms. Start to shift the weight into the left hand and slowly lift the right leg off of the ground. Good. Modified side plank. Take your right arm over the head. Hopefully you have room there. Right arm comes over the head. Right heel pushes out. So we're stretching the right side body, finding a little bit of balance here. Set your right foot on the earth. Push the pinky toe edge back into the mat, and then find a little curvature in the right side body, pushing your right hip up towards the ceiling. So it's going to feel like a little bit deeper of a stretch here. Bring your right hand back up towards the ceiling. Push into the right foot, teeter top up. Hands to the earth. Exhale, hands to heart center. Bring your right knee in, and then extend your left leg long. So same thing here. Spread the left toes. Push into the pinky toe edge of the foot. Activate the leg. The activation of the muscles is really what helps us get deep into a stretch. Bring your palm to face forward. Inhale, bring the right arm up. And exhale, the right arm over the head. So this is gate pose. This is a heart opener. So when we're in these heart openers, we want to focus on our heart space and breathe into that heart space. So as we bring our breath into the postures, we're doing a little bit of energy movement. Yeah? Stay for one more inhale here. And then as you exhale, cartwheel the right hand down to the earth, tick tock the left hand up, 6 and 12, and then inhale, left leg lifts off the ground for side plank, modified side plank pose. Start to take the left arm over the head. Left shoulder is back, finding a little balance here. A little bit challenging, but I know you can do this. Keep breathing. Next exhale, left foot's going to find the earth. Push into that pinky toe edge of the left foot, and then push your left hip upward towards the ceiling. Try to make connection of hip bone towards ceiling, left shoulder's drawing back. Couple breaths. And pushing into the foot, slightly pushing into the right hand. Both arms come to the sky. Inhale, hands to Anjali Mudra. Exhale, bring that left knee in. And for a moment, let's just sit up really tall. Take a few breaths in and out. And you're going to plant your hands in front of your mat, coming into a neutral tabletop. So if you're facing the side like me, you're just going to go ahead and turn your body here. Spread your fingers wide, root firmly into the hands, and begin with a few wrist circles around. We'll take 3 in one direction and then 3 in the other. Pause here. As you inhale, start to drop the belly down, lift the tailbone, gaze up, cow pose. And as you exhale, tuck round in, draw chin to chest, cat pose. I'm going to do that 2 more times. Belly down, heart opens. Inhale, cow. Exhale, tuck round in, chin to chest, cat. 1 more time. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale back to neutral. And as we exhale, we'll lift our hips up and back, first downward facing dog. And you can find some organic movements here. Pedal out your legs. Start to create a little stillness. Spread your fingers. Root firmly into the hands. Lift the hips up and back. Small bend in the knees if we need to. Push your heels down towards the earth. Can you lift your navel in and up towards your spine, helping to activate your core? We'll take our gaze forward. Slowly, slowly start to walk your feet forward, coming towards your ragdoll. And bend both knees, grab opposite elbows, hang heavy. A little sway side to side. Go ahead and release your arms to the earth. Find your yoga block or your towel. Place your right hand on the yoga block. Any level is fine. Bend deeply into the right knee, straightening the left leg as much as you can. And so you want your right hand below your shoulder here. And then inhale, twist to the left side, lift the left arm to the sky. So deeply bend right knee, straighten left leg, push into left heel as the left hip comes up. Take a few breaths. Good. As you exhale, we'll switch. Left hand comes down. Maybe move the block over. Bend your left knee, straighten the right leg. Inhale, right arm up to the sky for a twist. So the activation is pushed or engaged by pushing the right heel down and then lengthening the right hip up. So you're making it opposite directions with the muscle. Yeah. As you exhale, the right hand's going to come down to the earth. Move your block out of the way for now. And then as you inhale, nice and slow, you're going to round your spine up to standing, stacking head over shoulders last. Okay, then we'll take a couple shoulder rolls, move the energy out from here. Good, and then move to the opposite direction. Good, and then together we're going to inhale, circle sweep the arms to the sky. Exhale, bring the hands down to heart center. Do that 4 more times. Inhale, circle the arms up. Exhale, bring them to heart center. Keep going. Good. Last time, inhale, circle the arms up. Exhale, hands to heart, and just take a moment, return to your breath. And 3 rounds of Surya Namaskar A. As we inhale, bring our arms up towards the sky, Urdhva Hastasana, palms come together, lean back, biceps with the ears, tuck your tailbone down and under, and as you exhale with a nice active core, forward fold, hinge at your hips, bring it down. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back, shoulders drawing back. As you exhale, step it back to a high plank pose. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, shift your weight forward, lower down halfway for chaturanga. Inhale for up dog or cobra pose, shoulders drawing back, heart opening up. And as we exhale, hips go up and back, downward facing dog. Take a breath in. Inside out, breath out. Shift the gaze forward, bend the knees, jump or step your feet forward. Halfway lift as you inhale. Forward fold as you exhale. Arms reach up and over, inhale. And hands to heart center, exhale. Do that 2 more rounds. Inhale, arms to the sky. Lean back, biceps to the ears, tailbone tucks. Exhale, forward fold, hinge at your hips, keep the belly tight. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen, shoulders drawing back, heart opens. Exhale, step back, high plank pose. Inhale, shift the weight forward. Exhale, bend your elbows, let them graze your rib cage, lowering down halfway, chaturanga. Inhale for your upward facing dog, flipping to the tops of the feet, shoulders drawing back, pushing into the hands. And as you exhale, downward facing dog, hips going up and back. 1 round of breath in through the nose. Big sigh through the mouth. Gazing forward, bend the knees, jump or step the feet forward. Halfway lift, forward fold. Arms to the sky. Hands to the heart. Last round, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga, jump or step back, lowering down half, up dog as you inhale, and down dog as you exhale. And staying for a breath in and breath out. And take your gaze forward. Lunge your right foot forward. Release your left knee down to the ground. Inhale, Anjaneyasana, both arms to the sky. Take a few pulses here, pushing into right foot, lifting the hips. Exhale, releasing down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Two more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Bring the hands down to the hips. Awesome. You're going to take that right foot, step it back just a little bit so that your ankle is stacked over your knee, but so that left hip is stacked over knee as well, okay? So we have some 90-degree angles going on. First action is that you're going to drag isometrically. So you're going to push down through your right foot, drag the heel back, and then drag your left knee forward. So it should feel like they're magnetizing towards midline. Lengthen your tailbone down. So you can use your hands to do this. Tuck the tailbone down and under. Knit your lowest rib cage in and then bring your arms up and over the head. You should feel some deep activation in both legs, the back of the right and the front of the left. Grab your left wrist with the right hand, lengthen the left arm up, and then pull it over to the right, maintaining that magnetization of heel and knee. Couple more, breath in and breath out. Good, let's inhale, bring the arms back up to center, and exhale, you're going to take your hands down to the earth. Let's inhale, step back to a high plank, and exhale, take a vinyasa, chaturanga, up dog, down dog, just keeping our heart rate slightly elevated, keeping the body warmed. You're going to shift your gaze forward, lunge the left foot forward, quiet step, right knee comes to the earth, and we have a longer lunge to start, right? So this right leg's kind of on a diagonal here. Left knee still stacked over the ankle though. Bring the arms to the sky. And then as you inhale, find a little lift of the hips. Exhale, and a little sinking of the pelvis. We do about 6 of these. Inhale, exhale. This creates a little bit of fluidity in our practice, a little bit of fluidity into our muscles and our joints. Go one more time. Inhale, sink down, exhale. Bring the hands down towards the hips. I keep wanting to say heart, so I keep pausing at the heart. Bring your hands to the hips and then step that left foot back just a little bit so that we're more of like in a sporty kind of lunge, right? Left knee stacked over ankle, right hip stacked over knee. Okay, so same kind of action here. You're going to magnetize left heel towards right knee. So there's an actual switching or squeezing inward, okay? And that already creates the deep activation. To go a little bit deeper, we tuck our tailbone under. Woo, gets really intense as you do that. And then we activate core by drawing the lowest rib cage down and in. Roll your shoulders back while maintaining that activation of core and bring your arms up. Start to grab your right wrist with the left hand, keep magnetizing heel towards knee, and then pull the right arm over to the left side. Should feel intense. Should feel like a new sensation. Stay for one more inhale, one more breath out. Inhale, bring the arms back up to center. Exhale, lower the hands down to the front of the mat. Inhale, step the left foot back, high plank pose. As we exhale or shift our weight forward, lower down halfway, chaturanga. Inhale for an upward facing dog, and exhale, our hips lift up and back, downward facing dog. Good, a few more breaths. Awesome. Let's take our gaze forward, bend the knees, jump or step your feet forward. Halfway lift as you inhale, and forward fold as we exhale. So let's take the arms up and over. Inhale, upward salute, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Anjali Mudra, hands to the heart. Good. Bring your hands behind you, palms together, interlock the fingers. Roll the shoulders up by the ears, and then rotate the scapulas down your back. So those little wings that we have. Squeeze your shoulders together and then start to straighten the arms behind you, maybe thumbs off the glutes, shoulders draw back, heart lifts up. Chest expansion with a bicep stretch. Take an inhale here. And as you exhale, hinge at your hips, forward fold. Bring the belly down towards the legs, crown of the head sinks down. Stay with your breathing. Draw your shoulders back. Really get that heart opening, bicep stretching, and then we'll inhale to chair. Drop your hips, bend the knees, sweep the arms to the sky. Tailbone tucks, lowest rib cage knits down and in. Arms reach up towards the sky. Stay for an inhale. And as we exhale, forward fold, hinge at your hips. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale through a vinyasa. So either jump or step back, chaturanga, upward facing, and then downward facing dog. And a few breaths. Awesome. Let's go ahead and ripple our weight forward, coming into a high plank pose. You'll find your shoulders over your wrists here. Tuck the tailbone under and push back through the heels. So it should feel like everything is squeezing really, really tight. Stay for an inhale. And then as you exhale, lower the body down to the mat. Take your time. And take a little relaxation as you arrive. Awesome. All right, yogis. Let's bring our forearms down towards the earth, forming the number 11 with the arms. So elbows are kind of like at nipple region, yeah? Palms face down here. So this is called Sphinx pose. You're gonna roll your shoulders back, lift your heart up, pull your biceps, or pull your heart through the biceps. Push the tops of the feet down into the mat. Now, if you feel a lot of compression in your lower back, I'll have you open your legs a little bit wider and then try to get the top of your pinky toe down towards the mat. And that should remove a little bit of compression from the lower back here and free up your SI joint. Good. And then release down. Take your left forearm in front of you, prop yourself up here. So you might have to bring it back towards your chest a little bit more and then prop yourself up. You're going to grab the block, tall end, place it between your glutes, so just at the bottom of your butt cheek, and then you're going to bend your right leg at the knee and squeeze the block in with the heel. Okay? Bring your right leg, arm back forward, and keep yourself propped here. Flex your right foot, so keep it nice and active so that it squeezes in, right? You'll find your little bounce here, and then you're gonna lift your knee off the ground, right knee off the ground. Whew. Deep activation in the back of the leg. And then we're gonna pulse it, okay? We're gonna do 15 little pulses. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Good. If you don't squeeze the heel towards the glute, you'll definitely lose it, okay? Let's switch it out. So bring the block between glute and heel of your left foot. Heel or the ankle, kind of like the Achilles attachment. You're going to flex your left foot, lift the knee up, and then pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Good. Release. And then take a moment and we'll just push back to child's pose real quick. Open the knees, bring the big toes together to kiss, sink the forehead down towards the mat, and take a moment of relaxation. Couple breaths in and a few breaths out. And as you inhale, yogis, ripple forward, neutral tabletop, and then as you exhale, hips up and back, downward facing dog. And so this pose might feel a little different after activating those hamstrings, right? All right, yogis. When you're ready, you're going to take your gaze forward, bend the knees, jump or step the feet forward. Halfway lift as you inhale, forward fold as you exhale. Good. Look for your block, and you can just place it at the front of the mat and just leave that there from here on out. Go ahead and inhale to a chair pose, drop your hips, bend the knees, sweep the arms to the sky. Maybe get a little bit deeper in your chair now that we've activated the back of those legs, right? Awesome. As you inhale, yogis, shift the weight into the right foot, pull the left knee up towards the chest, staff pose. Knee is in line with the hip, flexing the left foot. So I'm hoping that the legs feel a little bit lighter than they typically do from all that quad activation and hamstring activation that we've done so far. You're going to lower your hands down to heart center. Keep your eye gaze focused on an unmoving point about 3 feet in front of your yoga mat. And you're going to bring your left leg behind you. Imagine that you're still squeezing that block between your heel and your glute. So the knee is bent, the left foot is flexed. And it should feel challenging. You should feel a lot of activation in that left leg. Take an inhale. And then as you exhale, you're going to lean forward and kick back simultaneously, coming into a warrior 3. So move slow here. The transitions are just as important as the postures. So what's happening in between the space of the pose, right? Hands can stay at heart center. Take an inhale. As you exhale, you're going to step back to a high crescent lunge. So bending the right knee, left toes find the back of the mat, arms come up towards the sky. Good, stay for an inhale. As we exhale, vertical twist to the right side, arms come wide. Keeping the right knee stacked over the ankle. Your knee's going to want to come inward. Keep it tracking outward by squeezing the inner thighs together and then moving that knee out. As you inhale, exalted warrior, left arm's going to reach up towards the sky. Reach back, right hand to left leg. And then as you exhale, cartwheel both hands down to the earth. Step back, high plank. Take a little vinyasa if you want to. Chaturanga, upward facing, downward facing. Good, so heart rate getting slightly elevated once again. When you're ready, yogis, take your gaze forward, bend the knees, jump or step your feet forward. Halfway lift as you inhale. Forward fold as you exhale. And last chair pose. Drop hips, bend knees, arms sweep to the sky. When you're ready, inhale, staff. Shift the weight into the left foot. Pull the right knee up towards the chest and pause in stillness. Find a grounding sensation through left foot and a lifting sensation through right leg. Hands lower down to heart center, Anjali Mudra. And we're going to find that same activation again. So you're going to bring your right heel behind you, keep the knee bent, and then energetically squeezing heel towards butt cheek. Try not to move the torso in any direction. Okay? Try to keep this isolated towards the muscle group. Okay? So this stuff helps a lot with lower back pain. You're going to inhale here. And then as you exhale, lean forward, kick back, warrior 3. Any arm variation is fine. Stay with your breathing. Start to bend left knee, step right foot to the way far back of your mat. High crescent lunge. Inhale, arms sweep to the sky. Vertical twist to the left side. Exhale, arms come wide. So squeeze that inner thigh together. Don't let left knee concave in. Keep it tracking outward towards pinky toe. Push back through your right heel. Inhale, exalted warrior. Right arm reaches to the sky, stretching the right side body. Left arm reaching for right leg behind you. As we exhale, we're going to cartwheel both hands down to the earth. Step it back to a high plank and then move through your variation of a vinyasa. Chaturanga, up dog, downward facing dog. Big breaths in and out. Awesome work, yogis. All right, let's take our gaze forward. Bend the knees, jump or step the feet forward. Halfway lift, inhale. And forward fold, exhale. And arms sweep to the sky, inhale. And Anjali Mudra, exhale. Ooh, and a couple breaths. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and inhale. Take the arms up and over the head. You're going to interlock your fingers here. And then bring the hands to the back of the neck, back of the head. So nuzzle it in. Think like a little hammock for your head, okay? Elbows are going to automatically splay outward. I'm going to have you draw your elbows inward and then rotate shoulders up by the ears and draw them down the back. Tuck your tailbone down. Okay, so there's a little squeeze of the butt, not too much. And then start to lift your elbows up towards the sky, lean back. Let this motion happen in the elbows, right? So you're trying to move your elbows. Think about it like this. Try to move your elbows away from your armpits. Let the heaviness of your head weigh into the hands. Stretching the lats here. Take an inhale. Keep holding your head as you exhale, forward fold. Come towards a ragdoll, bending the knees. Let the weight of the hands weigh the head down. So stretching the C-spine, T-spine area. Keep squeezing those elbows in towards each other. Release the grip of the hands. Inhale for a halfway lift. Hands come to shins, shoulders draw back, flat back. Exhale, jump or float back through a Vinyasa, Chaturanga. Upward dog, downward dog. Right leg sweeps to the sky, and we're going to bend knee, open hip. And then we can take some big circles here. Maybe 3 in one direction, and then 3 full in the other direction. Go ahead and draw knee to nose. Shift your eye gaze forward and quietly step the right foot forward. Inhale to a warrior 2. Bring your back heel to the earth, arms come wide. Right knee's tracking outward towards your pinky toe. Tailbone still lengthening down. So that helps hold activation. Shoulders are drawing away from the ears, and they're in one line, energetically extending fingertips away from each other. You're going to inhale, rise, straighten right leg, arms reach to the sky. Exhale, Skandasana, lift right toes up, bend into left knee, drop your hips low. Keep your chest high, pivot to the back of your mat so the left leg is forward. Drop right hand to the earth, inhale, sweep left arm to the sky for a twist. Come to pinky toe edge of both feet. Ooh, big hip opener here. Keep the hips elevated and slowly step the left foot to the back of the mat, side plank pose, Vashisthasana. Weights in the right hand. Stay for an inhale. And then as you exhale, Vinyasa, come to a plank, shift your weight forward, lower down half, up dog as you inhale, and down dog as you exhale. Inhale, sweep your right leg up towards the sky. So right leg once again. Exhale, draw knee to nose. Inhale, lift the right leg up and back. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, knee to nose and pause. Gaze forward, quietly step forward. Warrior 2. So right foot is in warrior 2. Okay, we're facing the back of the yoga mat. Inhale, star, so arms come up, toes turn out, heels come in. Exhale, goddess. Bend both knees, sink the hips low, hands come down to the heart. Inhale, arms reach to the sky. Gather up the energy. Exhale, lower it down, goddess. Again. Keep going. A little bit faster. Last time, inhale. Hang out in your goddess. Exhale. Good. If you want, you can shift back and forth. Good. Let's inhale, rise back up, star. Exhale, warrior two to the front of the mat. Inhale for a reverse warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. You can bring your left hand to the inside of the foot on the mat or on your yoga block, and then bring your right arm over your head. And especially if your hand's on the yoga block, don't let too much weight dump into that left arm. Try to keep the work happening in your legs. Good. Shift your gaze down, plant your right hand, left hand on the other side of the foot, step left foot back, take a little vinyasa, chaturanga, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Ooh. Breath in and out. Left side, inhale, take it high, bend the knee, open the hip. 3 big circles, one direction. Good, and then switch the direction. Good, and then draw knee to nose. Gaze forward, step forward. Warrior two, back heel to the earth. Arms come wide. Check in with your alignment. Magnetize heel of front foot and arch of back foot towards midline. Knees moving outward towards pinky toe, stacked over knee. Yeah, stacked over ankle. Can't stack your knee over knee. Shoulders relax away from the ears. Energetic extension of the fingertips. Let's inhale, star. And exhale, skandasana. Bend into right knee. Keep your hips low, heart high. We're going to pivot to the back of the mat. Plant left hand on the earth. Inhale, sweep right arm to the sky for a little twist. And then move to pinky toe edge of both feet. Keep left hip elevated. Push into left hand, step right foot to the back of the mat. Vashisthasana, side plank pose. Stay for a few breaths. And then move through a vinyasa on your exhale, chaturanga. Upward facing, downward facing. Ooh. Inhale, sweep left leg to the sky. Exhale, knee comes to nose. So again, left leg here. Inhale, lift left leg up and back. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, knee to nose. Pause, look forward, step forward. Warrior two. Back heel comes down. Arms come wide. How deep can you go here? What feels best in the body? Where do you feel it? Let's inhale, arms to the sky. Star, turn your toes in, heels out. And exhale, Prasarita, wide-legged forward fold. Hinge at your hips, bring it on down. Good. Let your weight shift forward towards the balls of the feet. If you like headstand, you want to practice your headstand float from here is a great opportunity to do that. Otherwise, staying in Prasarita Padmottanasana. Keep lifting your kneecaps up, engaging your quadriceps. Keep letting the weight shift forward. What's happening to your shoulders? Are they hiking up by your ears? Can you roll them away from the ears, down the spine? And the more we let the hips come forward, the more we surrender and trust in the pose, the deeper of a stretch you can find for your body. If you're in headstand, start to make your descent back to Prasarita Padmottanasana. And everyone, we're going to activate our core, draw your lowest rib cage down and in, and slowly lift yourself up. Star, excuse me. Exhale, warrior two to the right leg. So turn your right toes out, bend your front knee. Inhale, reverse warrior. Lift your right arm up towards the sky. And exhale, extended side angle. And once again, hands to the mat or hands to the block inside the right foot. Left arm comes over the head. Right knee is drawing outward towards pinky toe. Stretching through the side body. Shift your gaze down. Plant the hands to the earth. Step your right foot back. High plank. Take a vinyasa. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. A few breaths, inhale and exhale. Good, take your gaze forward, bend the knees, jump or step the feet forward. Halfway lift, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Arms to the sky, inhale. And hands to the heart, exhale. Good job. Ooh, a little flippy today. All right, yogis. Dancer's pose, Natrajasana. So the reason we found all these leg activators today is for our peak posture, Natrajasana. So let's shift our weight into our right foot. You're going to spread your toes and lift your kneecap up, and this will help make your quadricep muscle, right? So you want this standing leg to be really, really strong. This is your foundation. Shift your eye gaze to 3 feet in front of your mat. Don't let your chin drop. Keep your chin parallel. Let your eye gaze drop. Keep your eyes focused on that unmoving point. Don't let your eyes come off of it. Imagine it's like a bajillion dollars right there. And you're in a crowded mall and you have to keep your eye on it, yeah? Oh, crowded malls. You guys remember those? All right. Let's start to bend our left leg at the knee and squeeze the heel to the glute, just like we did in our first exercises. Take your left hand, capture the inside of your ankle. So your left shoulder drawing back, the thumb is up. Okay, so that keeps an external rotation of your shoulder here. Notice if you lost your eye gaze or lost your standing leg and readjust. When you feel comfortable and safe and secure here, the right arm reaches up to the sky. Okay, so this posture is all about counterbalance. So the minute you start moving your torso forward, you have to kick your left leg behind you. So nice and slow, start to reach forward with the right hand, and simultaneously you're kicking the left leg behind you, so pulling back with your left shin. Take your time, move slow, there's no rush. Slowly inhale, rise up. Exhale, release. Hands come to the heart. Whew. Take a few breaths. And then switch. Bring the weight into your, your left foot. Lift the kneecap up, engage your quadricep. Nice and active in that foundational leg. Shift your eye gaze to your cajillion dollars. I think that price tag went up. Spread the toes and then start to bend your right leg at the knee. So you'll notice that the muscle feels a little bit stronger. So it's a little bit easier to squeeze the heel towards the glute without the hand. That was the idea of the muscle activation. Take your right hand, shoulders drawing back, palms face outward, thumb is up. Capture the inside of your right ankle. Left arm reaches to the sky. Take an inhale. And then as you exhale, start to lean forward, lean your chest forward, keep your left bicep with the ear, simultaneously kick your right leg up and back. Let the action happen together. If you fall out, that's okay. Reset your body, reset your mind, reset the posture. Go in as strong as you can. Falling does not mean failure. It's a practice. When you find comfort in the posture, return to a quality breath. And then when you're ready, inhale, lift up. Exhale, release the foot, hands come to the heart. If you're in the middle of your mat, you're going to jump forward, land softly, toes out, heels in, nice and slow, lower down to a yogi squat. Lower the butt, knees push out, push into elbows, elbows push into knees. Take a few breaths here. Good. And then nice and slow, bring your butt back, legs lift up, boat pose, or Ardha Navasana, half boat pose. Key here is shoulders and chest. You can always grab onto the back of the legs, lift shoulders and chest. Find the activation in the core, and then when you do, keep squeezing and lifting the legs up and extend the arms forward. Start to lower your feet towards the earth. Keep a hover above the ground. So hovering your feet above the ground, you start to roll your spine back. And then when the back of the head touches the mat, bring your arms and your feet down to the earth so you're set up for bridge pose. Toes point forward, ankles are below your knees here. Hands to the earth. You're going to push into the feet. Inhale, lift the hips up, bridge pose. Interlock the hands below the sacrum and gently wiggle your shoulders in towards each other. Find your tailbone lengthening down towards your heels. Well, the option today is going to be lifting a leg, so you can shift the weight into your right foot, pull the left leg up, and you can stay here with a bent knee, or you can start to extend the left leg up, flex the foot, push up through the heel, keep your hips elevated as you do this. Find 3 rounds of breath. And then switch, left foot comes down, right leg lifts, and you can stay here, bent knee, or you can extend up. Keep your hips elevated, push up through the heel, find 3 rounds of breath. And bring that left foot down. Release the grip of the hands, but leave the shoulders where they are, and nice and slow, lower the hips down to the earth first, and then wiggle the shoulders out. Bring your knees together, heel toe your feet to the outside edges of the mat, and a gentle windshield wiper of the legs left and right. Releasing compression from your SI joint. Nice release here. Okay, let's go ahead and bring our, what are these? Our knees towards our chest. Cross your ankles. You're going to rock up and down. Gain enough momentum that you can plant your hands and jump or step back through your final vinyasa, chaturanga, upward dog, downward facing dog. And let's take our right leg to the sky and then bring the right leg forward for your pigeon pose. So right foot comes to, left wrist, right knee comes down, left foot slides back. Ooh. Find a nice tall spine and notice where the weight is falling. If you're falling a lot into that left hip or right hip and you feel the left hip lifting up, you can slide a blanket or pillow underneath that right hip to even out the pelvis. Let's go ahead and inhale, find a lift of the heart, get yourself situated, and then when you're ready, exhale. Walk yourself forward. Come to a sleeping pigeon. And take a moment to go within. What is coming up for you today in these postures? And for the next few moments, can you find joy, freedom, love, forgiveness inside these poses? Soften where you can through your shoulders, your jaw. Release the tongue from the roof of the mouth. Return to your deep belly breathing. Stay for another round of breath here. And a big sigh out. When you're ready, lift your heart up, walk your hands back. Curl your left toes under, lift the knee, step your right foot back. Down dog. When you're ready, left leg's going to lift high and left leg's going to swoop forward. Pigeon. Slide right leg back. And for a moment, bring your hands back. Pay attention. What's happening in the pelvis? Do you need to ground through the opposite hip? And if you do, you can place a blanket or bolster underneath or even your yoga block, right? We want to feel an even sensation in both hips here. So like that, the weight is going into both hips. You're going to lift your heart high, pigeon, right? Proud chest. Exhale, resting or sleeping pigeon. Walk your hands forward. And bring your full body down, or just your forehead or just your forearms, and just take a few moments to discover what feels best for you here today. Yoga is one of those ever-changing things. When what we do one day on our yoga mat may not be what we do on our yoga mat the next day, especially if you do other types of exercises for your body. So yoga is never reaching an end point. We are continuously practicing. Right, ing, we're practiced, right? There's no fixed endpoint to this. So just take a few moments, be where you are today, breathe into where you are today, love, embrace it, and offer gratitude and support to where you are. Remembering that you are the one there for you today, tomorrow, and every single day after that. So how are you doing supporting yourself today in this practice, in this moment, in this lifetime? And if you're not showing up for yourself, how do you show up for other people? What does it feel like? Remembering always to fill our jar before pouring out to others, because you can't pour from an empty glass. Soften where you can, jaw, space between your eyebrows, shoulders, fingers. Take another breath in. Sigh it out through the mouth, let it go. Lift your heart up as you inhale, walk your hands back. To move out of this pose, do something a little different. So you're going to shift your weight into your left hip and then pull the right knee towards your left heel. Okay. Bring your hands on either side of the hips, fingertips point forward, and we're going to windshield wiper the legs up and to the right. And then again, up and to the left. Adjust the body as you need to. You may not be perfect on the mat, that's okay. So I would like to practice at home. And so this is just a nice little hip opener. And this is really gentle enough that you could do it first thing in the morning, especially if you are prone to tightness in the hips and also prone to emotional release in the hips. This is really great for that. And let your body be fluid as you move side to side. And then next time your knees are to the right side, you're going to leave them there and push into the hands, lift your torso up so you're sitting up nice and tall. Walk your hands all the way over to the right side so that you find a twist. And you can stay here upright, or you can walk your hands forward, coming into a forward fold. So animal relaxation pose and a twist. Try to swing the left shoulder around to really get into that twist. Don't overdo it, right? Subtle energy, subtle movements. Where can you move to enhance the posture? Get into the body, move out of your head of what it looks like and get into how it feels for you. As you inhale, if you're down on your forearms, you're going to push up to your hands, twist back to center, let your knees swivel with you all the way to the left side, and then continue the twist to the left, tall spine. And then when you reach capacity, body will tell you so. Walk your hands forward and either come onto the forearms or Just let the head be heavy in animal relaxation pose, really wherever your body is capable of feeling this position. When you're ready, you're going to inhale, push into the hands, rise up, twist back to center as you exhale. Lift the knees up. And then if you are facing the side of your mat, you can turn towards the front. Bring your feet together. Let the knees open wide. Hands to the outside of the ankles. Sit up tall and then exhale. Hinge forward at the hips, coming into a forward fold, Baddha Konasana. And if you have your block nearby and you want to place your forehead on the tall end of the block, that's fine too. You can even place the block between your feet and do this. When you're ready, yogis, inhale, pick the heart up, head up. If you do have a block between the feet, you'll move it out of the way and bring the feet back together. Squeeze the heels towards each other. Extend the arms out in front of you and come onto your backside. Supta Baddha Konasana, so reclining bound angle posture. A few breaths here. With the help of your hands, start to draw your knees in towards each other and then draw the knees to the chest, massaging the lower back. And then find your way to a happy baby, knees opening wider than the rib cage. Grabbing big toes or opposite feet, and you can kick around, roll around, be happy, baby. And if there's any final movements that you want to find here in your yoga practice, feel free to take those now. Otherwise, start to bring your hands or your knees towards your chest. Give yourself a little hug here, a little squeeze. And whether you're in another pose or giving yourself a little squeeze, I want you to bring into mind those three things of gratitude, those three things that you're grateful for today. And hold those in your heart as you extend your legs long into your final resting posture, your Shavasana. And collectively, we'll take one last breath in together through our nose. And a big sigh through the mouth out. Shavasana. Begin to gather a deeper breath in. Moving your head left and right, awakening the physical body. And allow your thumb to graze across your fingertips. And then maybe open and close the hands and wiggle the toes. Start to take your arms over the head. Draw your knees towards your chest as you turn your body to one side in the fetal position. At your own speed, slowly lift yourself up with your free hand, coming into a seat, maintaining the eyes closed or taking a soft gaze. As we join our hands at heart center, we recall once again this feeling of gratitude, of joy, of love. And ask yourself, how can I pass these teachings on to someone else today? Together, let's take one last breath in through the nose and a sigh out through the mouth. Loka somasta sukhino bhavantu. May all beings everywhere be happy and free, and may I in some way contribute to their happiness and their freedom. Together we bring our thumbs to our third eye, we bow the head down, and it's with all of my love that I bow to you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, and namaste. Thank you so much for being here this morning. If any questions, comments, or concerns come up, please feel free to reach out. If you need any support this week, please feel free to reach out. feelgoodyoga@gmail.com. Other than that, I'm wishing you a beautiful week, and I will see you on your mat again on Thursday. I will be here for Thanksgiving. Otherwise, check out our other classes at 7:30 a.m. Hawaii Standard Time. Wishing you a beautiful day, and I will see you next time. Namaste.